What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 5 battle for the APA Academy. We are facing off against JBWestside in his Las Vegas Cinderaces. I'm excited for this game. He's got a pretty cool team, pretty scary team, with a couple Pokemon that we actually have quite a bit of familiarity with. He's got a Trogaholic, he's got a Lapras, and a Boltund, and a Grimmsnarl, and a Serena, which we have all used in the past, at least once. There you go, that's something. Okay, we have some familiarity with his team, but his team is still very scary nonetheless. I didn't even mention his round 1 pick, which you guys are going to see right now. It is that Cobalion. Oh my god, Cobalion is scary in this format. 108 base speed, it outspeeds my entire team because if you guys are not aware, look at the screen, we have a brand new team. We have a brand new set of Pokemon. I told you guys we were having some changes last week, and they came. They finally have come. We dropped Heliolisk, Roselia, Shuckle, and Wartortle, and in exchange, we picked up Vikavolt, Audino, Cradily, and Marini. Oh my god. The additions to our team make our team, in my opinion, a lot better. We lose a bit of speed in Heliolisk, reaching 109, and our fastest mon now is only Zoroark at base 105, but we gain access to a better web setter in Vikavolt, a Pokemon I'm so much more comfortable with than Shuckle. It's another bulky pivot for us, amazing. We get access to an amazing Wish Passer in Audino. With Wish and Regenerator, it's not a choice of saying, am I going to heal myself up or my team member? It's going to be, I'm healing up both myself and my team member, and you're not going to know which one is going to get that bulk, that health, that protection. We get another Cleric in Audino as well. It's annoying with Calm Mind and can be a very good setup sweeper, and it also gets a good bit of status options too in Thunder Wave and Toxic. On top of that, we have our Marini here. Marini is kind of like a last-ditch effort to have a grounded poison type. We need to make sure we have one. It also is a water type that is not weak to grass types like Swampert. So they kind of cover each other decently well, and it's really useful. It also gets access to knockoff, which is nice. My team sorely lacks some knockoff. It doesn't get the momentum that my team kind of likes, but it's still good because it's a grounded poison type, and that's why we want to make sure that we have a grounded poison type in case toxic spikes do come. We have an amazing answer here with the Marini. On top of that, we also have our Cradily. Now, Cradily I wanted to make sure I had Cradily because I wanted a way to still get up rocks, because right now my rockers are Swampert and Druddigon outside of that Cradily. Great. But the good news is it also gives us a water immunity that we lost with Heliolisk. So we get Storm Drain on Cradily now, which is amazing because my water type in Swampert, or my main water type, at least in Swampert, is not immune to water type attacks, or is not resisting water type attacks, is what I want to say, and it also does not appreciate taking a Scald and getting burnt. Now we have an amazing Scald switch, and we have an amazing water type switch in our Cradily. It's amazing. It's a really good mon to have, super bulky, and only is weak to a couple different types, which is very, very nice. But yeah, guys, that is our new team. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. Of course, I did want to mention we have a nice Regenerator core going on with the Marini and with the Audino. The good news is they are not weak to the same type at all. Audino is weak to fighting, and Marini resists it, which is amazing for us. So we can really build a strong Regenerator core between the two of them, and we have amazing options for hazards to kind of get around, and people just switching around. It's really only rocks and toxic spikes. I'm missing spikes, but at the end of the day, we don't really need the spikes to do a lot of work. Our team is still very scary nonetheless. If I'd say the biggest weakness to our team now is that we only have one mon at 100 base speed or over, it's our Zoroark. Our second fastest mon is the Moltres, and it's not great, but we can definitely take advantage of a lot of different teams with our team nonetheless. That is a very long-winded introduction to our new group of 11 Pokemon. Let's go ahead and talk about the matchup. You guys see the matchup on your screens there. The Cobalion, very scary, outspeeds my entire team. Grimmsnarl, Dark and Fairy is a really annoying type to deal with. Dragalgy, oh my god, this thing is so difficult to switch in on. But the good thing is, we have a Steel type. The good thing is we have Marini, so we should be able to handle it, I guess. It's also not that fast, and he doesn't have access to webs while we do, so we can take advantage of that for sure. Serena's is only Rapid Spinner. We definitely want to use that to our advantage. Mudsdale, his only ground or electric immunity, his only ground type, and we can really put in a lot of work with Vikavolt with that being the case. The Lapras is annoying because it gets priority. It kind of takes away a lot of the I guess, power that I want to bring with Druddigon, for example. I was thinking of running a Scale Shot set, but can't really do that with Lapras in the picture. It also is a water immunity, so Swampert can't just click flip, turn around on everything. Magmortar is his only fairy resist, super good for us. Unfortunately, though, it does outspeed the Gardevoir, so that kind of does suck, but it is what it is. Persian is really fast, gets a nerve, so it can prevent some berry shenanigans, like a Rindleberry on Swampert, hit it back with a Seed Bomb. It's also pretty fast with access to, I think it's 115 speed. It gets Fake Out, Last Resort if I'm not mistaken. Boltund outspeeds my entire team as well, 121 base speed. The good news is we do have a Swampert, which should be able to take any single hit it wants to go for. We also have Cradily, which if it's physically defensive, can eat anything as well. So, and we also have Druddigon. Yes, it gets Play Rough, but I mean, Ruskin Rocky Helmet, it needs Life Orb to even have a chance to 2 a KOS, and then we can just weaken it down with like an Earthquake or something, and it's going to go down. Galarian Linoon, don't expect it to come because I have a Girder. Don't really know what it wants to do. It's not a belly drumming set like the regular Linoon is, but it's something we have to be keeping in mind. And then Galarian Articuno, the only one of the 3 Galar birds to get Recovery and Recover, and it should be pretty annoying to deal with because it is a 4 times resist to fighting, which my team doesn't appreciate because I have a Girder, and Girder is phenomenal in this matchup outside of that. But the good news is it is hit by amazing damage by everything else. My team can handle it decently well, so I'm hoping that it can be just an absolute stud for us. So we're going to see what happens, guys. That is his team. That is our team. Let's go ahead and jump into the team builder, starting off with our first mon, and that is going to be RuPaul the Gardevoir. Now, Gardevoir is incredible in this matchup. I said before, when I talked about the Magmortar, he only has 1 fairy resist, and it's Magmortar. His steel type is also a fighting type. His dragon type, or his poison type, is also a dragon type. So he has no Pokemon that resist fairy outside of Magmortar. So if I slap a Specs on Gardevoir, good lord, RuPaul's about to go in. We have Trace because we can trace a couple of really useful items, or abilities rather. The big abilities we want to trace are going to be maybe the Prankster on Grimmsnarl, or the Frisk on that, so we can find out certain items. The adaptability on Dragalge is a big one. That's probably the number 1 that I want the most. We can trace competitive on Boltund or Articuno, and we can trace stamina on Mudsdale or Water Absorb on Lapras. All those can be very useful, but I definitely think the most important one, if we can trace it, is going to be Dragalge's adaptability. That would be absolutely incredible if we got a chance to do that, especially if the Magmortar doesn't come, or if we manage to weaken it with something like Stealth Rock. So very, very useful there. Our investment on this set, we do have enough speed for the Serena. That is the next fastest Pokemon after base 80s. Like I said, he has 1 fairy resist, and the dual stab is all I need, because if I'm hitting Moonblast against everything except for Magmortar, Psyshock will do the most to it. It also helps me hit the Dragalge on the physical side and for super effective damage, so there's really no reason not to run any other coverage in my opinion. We do have Trick, which is there specifically for some walls. What wall would that be, you might ask? I don't know. Maybe the Mudsdale, if it's like an Assault Vest set or a specially defensive set. Maybe a Lapras set with like, I don't even know if Lapras is going to be able to take the hit if it's Specs. Maybe the Articuno, if the Articuno is super specially defensive, it can take 2 Moonblasts, who knows, but really, Trick is only there as a last resort in case of something setting up. And at the same time, we also have access to Calm Mind. Now what Calm Mind does is, in case we do get the Trick off, we can still get the boosted special attack and the boosted special defense as well. But really, we just want the boosted special attack. The investment I have on this is so we can take an Adamant Grimmsnarl's Darkest Lariat after rocks, and we also take 2 Modest Magmortar Fire Blasts. And we also take an Adamant Life Orb Strongjaw Thunderfang from Boltund. Boltund can run Adamant because my fastest Pokemon is Zoroark, and Zoroark is not faster than an Adamant Boltund ever. So yeah, that's it. This is going to be our win condition. Ideally, it is going to be just the MVP for us, and we'll see what happens. Next, there's going to be a newcomer to the team. It is going to be Vikavolt, nickname in progress. I gen into the team, and it has the nickname of Havoc, and the nickname I was suggested after was Electric Bugaloo, and I kind of like that, so we might go with that for the future, but for the time being, it's going to be Havoc. We're running the boots on this set, and like I said before as well, he only has 1 form of removal. It is Serena's Rapid Spin. What does Serena hate? Rocky Helmets and Rough Skin, and you guys can kind of fill in the dots from there. But with Vikavolt getting up the webs, he literally has no way around it. He has to run Scarf on so many different things. He has to run a Scarf Cobalion until to outspeed the Gardevoir, or make sure he gets up an agility, and if he gets an agility up or a Rock Polish up or whatever the move is, then he's probably missing a coverage option or Swords Dance, or both. So I feel pretty good about that. If we manage to get up those webs, it's going to really weaken a lot of the damage output his team can do. A lot of my investments on a lot of my Pokemon are for Pokemon that have a -1 in their speed stat from the webs. For example, the Vikavolt reaches enough speed so that we outspeed an Adamant Grimmsnarl that's at -1. So it's a max speed Grimmsnarl with an Adamant nature. We will outspeed that thing if it's under webs. So if it goes for a Darkest Lair, if it goes for a Spirit Break, we'll outspeed it, which is nice. It's good in some situations, like to get up a Roost. It's bad in others, like for a Volt Switch, because we want to be the bulky pivot to take the hits and then switch out. You can't have both, though. You can't have both. It's a really strong Pokemon, though, Vikavolt, for us. It's just super, super bulky. We take a Jolly +2 Cobalion Stone Edge, which is nuts that we can take that. I did not expect that we can take that thing. We also take 2 Jolly neutral Stone Edges, and we take a non-boosted modest non-modest Dragalge's Draco Meteor. If it is modest, it's not a guarantee. It's not. But we also take any modest Dragalge attack that's not Draco Meteor. So if it goes for a Sludge Wave or Dragon Pulse or whatever, we'll still take that hits, which is nice. You can Volt Switch on out, get into a better matchup, or just switch onto a better matchup beforehand. That is what our Vikavolt is here for. Basically, we just want to make sure we can get up webs. Energy Ball is there specifically for the Mudsdale. If we can weaken the Mudsdale for a lot of our other team, it makes a lot of sense to weaken it for the next 3 Pokemon on our roster. And if we can do that, oh god, it's going to be so difficult for him to switch in on these Pokemon. It just really is. Next up, though, is going to be Shayquaza, the Dredagon, with the Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin. I said it before, it is just so good because it wears down his team. He goes for close combat with the Cobalion. Well, you're going to be losing a stage in your attack, You're going to lose a stage in your special defense and your physical defense. You're also going to take like 35% from Rough Skin plus Rocky Helmet. So, oh lord, it's going to be doing so much. Serena is there as well. U-turn, high jump kick, drop kick, rabbit spin, play rough. All these are contact moves. It's not appreciating taking those hits. Grimmsnarl as well. Spirit Break, I believe, is contact. Play rough definitely is. Darkest Lariat definitely is. Dragalagy's Flip Turn, it definitely is. Body Press or Heavy Slam from Mudsdale, it is. Persian's Fake Out or U-turn or Knockoff, physical. Bolton's Strong Jaw attacks are physical by nature. Articuno's U-turn, physical. So there's so many physical moves that are going to be coming in and really doing a lot of damage. They're going to be taking a lot of damage from going for those physical moves on my Dredagon. We have Earthquake as a way to hit things as a really general catch-all. Dragon Tail is great because we can break a lot of things subs. For example, we actually will always break, I believe it's with our Adamant Nature, because we do have an Adamant Nature, we'll always break a max HP Articuno's or Galarian Articuno's substitute with Dragon Tail. So on the off chance is running sub and like Calm Mind and Recover and Coverage, Freezing Glare or whatever, because my Dark type is Zoroark and it's not coming this week. Maybe, just maybe, he runs that set, we can actually beat it with the Dragon Tail. Glare is there so we can paralyze everything because that is the name of the game. If we control the speed in this game, we will win. And having an amazing option like Webs, but also a backup in Glare, which can paralyze literally everything on his team except for the Boltund, we're just in an amazing position. If we can do that, then Gardevoir just sweeps. And that's kind of what we're hoping to do, because that's what is going to be, it's what's just so good in this matchup. What does this set do? The investment on this lets me take 2 Jolly Close Combats from Cobalion, or an Adamant Serena's Triple Axle. Max attack, Adamant Nature, Triple Axle is going to do a lot of damage. It gets all 3 hits. We take that hit, even if they're all max rolls. We also take an Adamant Grimmsnarl's Play Rough, and we take a modest Specs Lapras's Freeze Dry, and we have speed for Adamant or modest Grimmsnarl and Lapras after Webs. It's the same speed as Vikavolt. They both reach 75 base speed, and I put the rest of my attack, and it just happens to be an Adamant Nature, which is amazing for us. So I will definitely take advantage of that. Rocks are there to force problems, I guess, force defog or rapid spin rather, not defog, he doesn't have defog, but is there to really weaken things like the Magmortar. If I find out that it's not boots, then we can really weaken it, especially force it in a bunch of times, and then the Gardevoir can just sweep. Is there for the Lapras if it's not boots as well, for the Articuno, like it just weakens so many different things for Gardevoir. This set is incredibly important. These 2 Pokemon here, Vikavolt and Dredagon, are really going to be the key to unlocking what Gardevoir does for us this week. Fantastic, cannot wait. Dragon Tail also lets me just keep phasing out and making him take rocks damage that he doesn't want to take. Next up is going to be our Girder here. Now, Girder is fantastic in this matchup. It really helps out a lot the fact that he has basically a team of 11 Pokemon that none of them appreciate taking a fighting move plus an ice move. It's okay with taking one. The Mudsdale, or let's try this again. The Lapras is okay with taking an Ice Punch, but not taking a what is it called? A Mach Punch or a Drain Punch. The Dragalagy is okay taking a Drain Punch or a Mach Punch, but not okay taking an Ice Punch. We should outspeed both, especially under Webs. We have the exact same speed that we had before. It's speed for a non-Jolly or non-Timid Lapras or Grimmsnarl, base 60s, and that's under Webs, of course. Very, very strong here, because if we can manage to get that speed going, oh god, it's going to be so difficult for him to switch in on things. We're really just going to be breaking things so well, especially if we get a boost in our Bullet Punch. Let's try this again. Especially if we get a boost up in the Bulk Up. That is exactly what we're hoping to do here. With the investment that we have in HP, it's all we need, just this much in HP and the 4 in special defense and defense. We will actually take a modest Dragalagy's Draco Meteor after Rocks because of the Eviolite, obviously. It's just, look, I can't explain it. This thing is just so good here. If we can get to +1, it will break the team. It will destroy the team. It will break a hole right open for our Gardevoir to win. That is why it's important here. The only issue with this is there's no reliable recovery. And running Mach Punch, by the way, in case the Cobalion is like running Agility or it's weakened from close combat and we can just pick it off with a Mach Punch, helps out a lot with the Lapras in case it's faster, helps us out with the Persian. If it gets out of hand, the Galarian Linoon, if something funny happens, that's really why. It's just such a good Pokemon. It is such a good Pokemon, this matchup. Hopefully it can put in the work. I didn't really do anything in terms of physical investment because we don't need it, but if I get the Bulk Up, we're really not getting OHKO by any one hit. Bulk Up plus a Violet means we'll just take anything, and if we have a Bulk Up, a +1 Drain Punch to even a Grimmsnarl that's neutral, it's going to be doing so much damage, and ideally that can just be the game in itself. If we weaken that thing, get rid of screens, just chef's kiss as I smack my mic. I apologize for that. Our next mon is going to be our Swampert here. Jill is back with the Rindo Berry this week. We're running offensive Swampert this week. We do have a bit of a different speed stat than the previous one because this actually does reach base 60 as opposed to the last 3, which have like an average speed stat of like 45 or something. They're terrible. Like Vigabolt's 43, Girder is 40, and Druddigon is 48. So it's not very fast. But Swampert, what it has speed for is for a -1 Magmortar. That's even if it's timid. Reason for that is because in case he's timid and has a Power Herb, and he runs Power Herb Solar Beam, throwback to the let's try this again. Throwback to the BBR finals. That would not be pleasant, and we want to make sure we're able to take that hit if that happens. If he's Scarf, he'll outspeed us, but he won't be Power Herb, so he goes for Solar Beam. It takes a turn, we just get out of there, go into a different threat. Easy enough. Max attack adamant for the maximum amount of power, and then the rest was put into my HP because, again, all the set is here to do is just break. That's it. It really doesn't need to do anything else. Doesn't need to have anything crazy in terms of investment at all. It would be nice to, but I don't need it, so I'm not going to bother with it. We have a ton of really good spreads so far. Swampert is just meant to come in, maybe click a bulk up, maybe, and then just do a ton of work. Look at his team again. I said nothing resists the combination of fighting plus ice. Well, nothing either resists the combination of ice plus ground either. So Earthquake, everything. He has, what, 2 answers to ground types? The Serena and the Galarian Articuno. Both of them are weak to Ice Punch. Done. Earthquake the rest, and we're happy. Earthquake will always be 150 base power to the rest of the Pokemon because it's neutral or better. And Ice Punch will actually do the same amount of damage to the Mudsdale as Earthquake would. We're probably going to be clicking Earthquake against that because there's a chance it could be Rocky Helmet, and that's going to do a lot of damage back to us. But if we can reveal that it's not, maybe we go for Ice Punch. Last time we placed off against a Mudsdale with a Swampert, we actually froze the Mudsdale and got the KO that way. So maybe it's going to be a rewrite in history. We'll see. But this is a very strong set. If I can bulk up, we're going to be in a great position. Rindo Berry's there specifically for the Serena, just in case we need it. Again, don't really anticipate we will, but just to be safe, we can then get the Ice Punch off, get the KO on in case it tries to go for a Power Whip or a Chop Kick or whatever the case may be. And we can also kind of force him to switch out. Maybe he decides, oh yeah, it's a Serena, it's a Swampert. I'm going to go for a U-turn expecting Matt to switch out. And I have my Rindo Berry, so I stay in, try and get the KO on Serena, and then I get momentum that way. And I'm just in a really good position all around. Definitely a possibility. Next up, though, is going to be our Audino here. Jom Jr. is here. Now, Audino is making its debut for us, and honestly, I wanted to bring it, but I didn't want to bring it. I didn't want to bring it because Cobalion is a threat. I did want to bring it, though, because Wish, Heal Bell, Thunder Wave are so good in this matchup. In case we somehow get statused, Heal Bell. Wish lets me heal up both myself, but also the Swampert, the Druddigon, and the Girder in a pinch. Really super useful. It's incredibly useful to manage to heal up the Druddigon because Druddigon's gonna be taking so many different little bits of hits, and we can't have it taking too much damage. So if we manage to get up a Wish, as he goes into something like the Cobalion, I just go hard into Druddigon, we'll take the hit, get all our HP back, and then we're back to normal, right? Exactly. Dazzling Gleam is there because it lets me break some subs. It lets me make some things weakened, which is a big thing. It is, like I said before, he only has 1 Fairy Resist, and it's the Magmortar. So at least we're hitting things for neutral damage outside of that one Pokemon. So ideally, that's why we have the Dazzling Gleam as a way to hit things for the best damage possible. Like I said, it's there to keep things like Druddigon, Girder, and Swampert healthy. We also take a modest Spectre Galaxy's Draco Meteor. We also take 2 non-boosted modest Sludge Waves, and we also take Cobalion's Jolly Close Combat if it is non-boosted. We also do take 2 Adamant Grimmsnarl's Darkest Lariats, and we take 2 Magmortar's Modest Fire Blast, and on top of that, we have the opportunity to take 2 Boltun's Life Orb Jolly Thunderfangs. If it's running Adamant, we don't take it. Actually, I believe because we're leftovers, we do. I was doing all these calcs without leftovers, so we take these hits pretty comfortably. And I put the rest into my special attack, and the speed is there just in case there's anything trying to creep me. Maybe it's something like the Mudsdale, the Dragalge, anything under webs, who knows, but that's really it. I could have gone a little bit faster to reach 75, but I didn't really need to reach 75 base speed, or 75 overall speed. It just wasn't really necessary, so yeah, that's it. That's our team, guys. This is the team. I'm thinking it's going to be a fantastic team, a fantastic match for us. Wow, 20 minutes. Long team builder. Hopefully it's not a long battle. We might have an hour-long video for you guys. Secret word of today is going to be... What's going to be a good secret word of the day? What have I had recently for I don't know. What have I had recently? I had eggs. So comment omelets or over easy or sunny side up or your favorite style of egg or just egg in general. Comment egg down below. Tell me how you guys watch the team builder and that you guys are the real MVP. Guys, thanks for watching the team builder. Let's go ahead and jump into the battle. All right, everyone, we are back. Looking at the team he brings, he does not bring the Grimmsnarl. I'll take it. Okay, no Articuno either. He does bring, no Mudsdale. Okay, well I can freely click Volt Switch against everything with Vikavolt. Okay, I'm gonna mark down his team before I do anything else. There is the Cobalion, his round 1 pick, super scary. Cobalion is here. There is a Lapras. There is a Boltund. There is his one and only Fairy Resist Magmortar. Kind of hoping this wouldn't come by, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. There is the Dragalge, and then there is the Serena. Okay, so he has his Rapid Spinner, but we're still gonna lead off with Havoc here. I don't really see any reason to lead with anything else. We're gonna be doing a lot of work with this thing, and he doesn't have rocks. No, he might have rocks with the Cobalion, but still. Let's go into Girder as our final Pokemon. Thinking about this quickly, is there any way this goes bad for me? If he leads off with Magmortar, I have John Jr. If he leads off with Cobalion, I have, well, Vikavolt. So if he leads off with Dragalge, I have John Jr. as well. Yeah, we're good. Let's do it. We're gonna see if he leads off with the something, predicting the Vikavolt lead, but he only has one Defogger, one Rapid Spinner, and may not even have the Rapid Spin, so we shall see. But let's go ahead and do this. Good luck, have fun to our boy JBWestside. Make sure you go and check him out, guys. His link is in the description, just like the rest of the coaches in the APA Academy. Let's see, what is he gonna lead off with? He'll be leading off with Yas Queen, which is the Serena. I am okay with this. We can just get a very free Volt Switch, I believe. No, why am I saying Volt Switch? What is wrong with me? Names are not good with me. We're gonna go for a very free web here. I don't really see him doing anything. This thing does get knockoff, but I don't really see, he can't touch us. He can't do anything to us. Triple Axle is the best thing he can do. And if he goes for that, he goes for that, so be it. He switches out, that's fine. He's gonna go into also horse. Is that Dragalge? This is not a horse. It's not, but okay. So we're gonna get up our webs here. Now, I don't know what speed he's gonna have. I don't know, but I'm just doubling out. I don't want to get hit with the Draco. I mean, I'll take a look at the calc to be safe, but I'm pretty sure we don't take a Specs Draco from Dragalge. Dragalge, level 50. Yeah, if it's modest, Draco's a chance to KO. It's 50% about. So we're going to go hard into Jom Jr. here to take whatever hit it wants to go for. If it is Specs, then it'll be able to KO us for sure, but it's fine with me. We can go into our Audino here. Draco Meteor, if it's non-Specs, is 56 to 66. What is he going to go for here? Toxic Spikes. Okay. I was not expecting him to run Toxic Spikes, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world here. So I can go for a pretty free Thunder Wave here, right? I don't see him being able to do anything against me, so I'm going to go for the Thunder Wave. We don't have Defog or Rapid Spin on us. He goes for Draco himself. He's going to connect. We'll take this hit. It'll do at most 56 to 60, or 56 to 66, excuse me. And that would make sense. He did, what is that? That's 124? That makes sense for a low roll for Modest, but we managed to paralyze this. We will outspeed it now. We're leftovers. I'm going to actually fire off a Wish here. We do have the Heal Bell, which is nice, but I'm going to Wish up. Going to Wish up. He's at -2. He's going to switch out. Go into what? Yas Queen, back into Serena. Okay. So he wants to make sure that he has a way to get rid of the webs, which I am okay with him trying to do that. We're going to switch out here, and we're going to go into the Dredagon, just in case if he goes for a high jump kick. I don't want to lose my Audino. It's my special wall here. We want to make sure we have this around. Okay, so we're back at over half. With a Regenerator, we're going to have even more than that after. But we're going to switch out and go hard into Dredagon. Whatever he goes for, we'll take the hit. We'll get back to full, basically. We're going to have a Poison on us, which sucks, but honestly, I did not expect him to run the Toxic Spikes. We have a Toxic, not Toxicity, a Marini, that's it. That it has a pretty decent matchup this game. Especially considering he has a lot of Pokemon that can't really touch it. But he goes for Rapid Spin here. He's going to take a lot of damage from this. As we take, what, 35%? 35 points of health from that? Okay. Let's take a look. Serena here, level 50. Come on now, level 50 to my... Where are you? Nope, that's the wrong Pokemon. Dredagon with a Rapid Spin. That is... He's adamant. He is adamant. Wow. Okay, I don't think he goes into... What would he go into here? Lapras, maybe? I'm going to go for my rocks here. Get those up. We know his Serena's not boots. I didn't see if it was the salt that or if it was leftovers or not, but we're gonna go for the rocks. He's gonna go for triple axle. Okay, so he's gonna hit himself 3 times. This is not good, but he's gonna basically die. He's gonna die. Yeah, oh my god. Connects again. Do we take, we might be able to take this hit. No way. Oh my god. Oh, we lived the hit, but we're gonna die to poison. That's fine. We're gonna get up our rocks here. He has no form of removal. I'm okay with this exchange. That's fine with me. It sucks that Druddigon is gone, but one of the biggest reasons it was here for was to get rid of the Serena and force it to be able to go for, and force it basically to attack me, and force it to go for Rapid Spin so we can get the chip off on it. So we get up our rocks here. We're gonna lose our Druddigon, unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. Okay. Okay. At this point in time, what are you going into? You don't have a Serena anymore. You literally don't have a ground resist. I don't think it goes into the Lapras here, because I might just go into Vikavolt. I can just go into Jill here and fire off an Earthquake. Right? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to Jill. I don't think Lapras comes out. Also Horse. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this, unless it is Shaka. So let's go Swampert against Dragalge. We know it's not Specs. Draco Meteor does 77 to 91 at most. Earthquake, if it's max HP, does 108 to 126 if it's not Shaka. We're going to go for the Earthquake here. We're just going to go for it. We'll see what happens. He literally has no resist to ground. What is he going to do here? I really wish Audino got teleport. It'd be great if it did. It's not Shaka. This should go down. Beautiful. Down goes the Dragalge. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Swampert putting in work already. Way to go, Jill. Way to go, Jill. Maybe he predicted me to go for a flip turn or something, but I'll take this. I'm trying to think, like, what is he going to do against this? What's he going to do against this? Sail. That's the Lapras. Does it take rocks? It does not take rocks. This thing is boots. Okay. I can go into Havoc here. Havoc can take any hit. So we're going to go into Havoc. I don't want to go into my Audino to get Toxic or poisoned at least. Not yet. But Vikavolt should be free here. We can Volt Switch against this. We can get up our webs. We can Energy Ball it. Freeze Rise should be coming out here, as we're going to see a Surf instead. I'm okay with that. Let's see how much damage it's going to do. We know it's boots, 181 down to 112. So that's fine with me. How do I play this? Okay, because I can't do anything freely against this thing. I have to hope that, like, I have to go for webs here, I think, and then wear it down with something like my Girder, which I can definitely do. So we're gonna go for webs. We're gonna go for webs. If he switches out, he switches out. He does switch out. So we got our webs up. They're here for the entirety of the game. He's gonna go into Horse. Is this Magmortar? It is this thing. I feel like he's gonna name everything Horse or something along those lines. So the good news for us is, depending on his investment, if he's Life Orb or something, we're actually not gonna be able to take the Stone Edge, but we'll take a Stone Edge if he is not Life Orb. So we're gonna Volt Switch here. As he Stone Edges here, he misses. He misses. Oh, that's big. It's unfortunate, because it means I can come in and take another hit from the Lapras, and we do a ton of damage back. And oh my god, is this the time for Girder? Is this Girder time? I think it's Girder time. We're going to Girder here. We're Guts, and we're poisoned. Girder. There's a Toxic Spike up. I don't even know if I can do Toxic Spike on Showdown. I just have to put poisoned. So Girder is poisoned against the Cobalion. So Cobalion, level 50. Close combat, max attack, 252. We are poisoned. We won't KO. It's actually a roll to kill. It's 48 to 57. He's got no investment. He might be Chople. I don't know that, but I don't see there's any reason for us to click anything but Drain Punch here. We'll get back some recovery. He might switch out. He just close combats here. That's fine. We shoot that pretty decently, and we'll get the KO here now. So I'm okay with this. We're going to be healthier than we would have been if we didn't get the roll with the Mach Punch, and I'm fine with that. He's not Choppleberry either, so maybe we could have gone for it. and we might have gone the roll, but he could have been defensive. We don't know that. It doesn't look like he's Rocky Helmet. For some reason, that's the base set that is on Showdown, but hey, is what it is. And everything right now is under webs. We're in a good position here. We're just playing hyper offense right now. That's all we have to do. And we have one Wish Passer to just get back some health back for us. But how about the Druddigon? Shayquaza. We got SixFtHax Leo himself in the call right now, listening in, watching the game. Okay. This is the what is it called? What is this thing called? Boltund. I go level 50. Boltund, Psychic Fangs, if it's Life Orb, will KO me. So we're gonna switch out, but into what? Jill can kind of handle it. So we're gonna go into Jill here. Jill should be able to eat anything. It's Swampert. I mean, Psychic Fang actually, if it's a Life Orb, does 42 to 50, and that's if it's Jolly. If it's Adamant, which it probably is, 46 to 55. Max amount of HP is 105. It goes for Double Edge. Jesus. Good lord. Oh, it's a crit, that's why. Okay. It's not Life Orb. And we lose our Swampert here. Oops. That sucks. Okay, well, at this point, he's weakened. How much does Mach Punch do to you? Girder, you are poisoned. 50 to 60. 50 to 60. If it is a Scarf Boltund, if I go to Gardevoir, if I see Choice Scarf, it's not Jolly, it's not Life Orb, we know that. And we see Double Edge. Double Edge will not KO me. So I can go actually into RuPaul and click Psyshock. But I think going to it might be better. No. Going to Gardevoir would be, right? This is a tough decision for me. We're gonna go into Gardevoir. We'll take the hit. There's nothing you can do against us. We're in a good spot. We're in a really good spot. We're going for the Psyshock here. We trace Strongjaw. So yeah, he's at just about half, but we can Psyshock here pretty freely against anything that comes in. We are Specs. He stays in, so good. We managed to get the KO on this, nice. And he won't know that we're Specs, because Psyshock, even if we weren't Specs, would have KO'd. Okay. What is he going to go into here? We have Lapras, we have Vikavolt still at full HP, which is nice. We'll see if he is Boots on his Magmortar. That's the important one. Is he Boots on Magmortar? Magmortar, level 50. Psyshock, if he's got no investment, should do 90 to 108. Sail, that's the Lapras. Fine with me. It's not the end of the world. We don't really take the hit well, so we can go into Jom Jr. Actually, no, I think going to Vikavolt is the play. We go to Vikavolt here, because with the webs we should outspeed it now. Unless it's like timid, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be especially speedy at least. Surf. I'm cool with that. We chew it up. Let me double check. I have webs up, right? No, I'm not crazy, right? We have Toxic Spikes on our side. Yeah, he has Rocks and webs up. I can go for Energy Ball here to weaken this. Let's see, I want my Vikavolt against this Lapras. Let's see. Energy Ball does more. Or sorry, when I say Volt Switch does more. I really don't know. I feel like he's especially defensive, and I feel like going for Volt Switch is the play, but it's also not. I'm just going to go for a Roost here, kind of scout, and see what he wants to do. He outspeeds still. Oh, yeah, I forgot he's Boots. He's not... Damn, I forgot he's Boots. Shit. That's fine. We can go into Girder, I believe. Girder's at 103. How much does Girder take from a Surf? 87 the most. How much does it take from a Psychic? I'm pretty sure it gets Psychic. Psychic. Less. It's modest. 94 at most. We still take the hit. Girder, no, it's Vikavolt. God damn it, where's Girder? We take Surf. We don't take Psychic if it's modest. If it's timid, 106 at the most. So we're gonna go into Girder, we gotta do it. We are poisoned. So we go for the Drain Punch here and hope it pays off. Drain Punch. Surf, we should take this hit. We should take this hit. As we do. Good. Good. And Drain Punch will come out. And it doesn't KO. Wow. That is a fat Lapras. But we're back to a ton of HP. We're back to basically the same health we were before. And we can Mach Punch this and get the KO now. I'm happy about that. We can Mach Punch. Great. We're happy. Mach Punch. Good. Down goes Lapras. I was like, is that going to KO? Ooh. That Lapras. That Lapras is a pain. Is it going to be Boots on the... Is it going to be Boots on the Magmortar? Is the Magmortar going to be Boots? Magmortar. Level 50. Are you Boots? You are not Boots. Beautiful. Beautiful. This game should be ours here. Is there anything that he can do to just squeak this one out with like a Flame Charge set? We have a ton of HP left on Gardevoir. We should be fine, right? Gardevoir's like full basically. Yeah, we should be fine in theory. So we're gonna go for the Mach Punch to chip it down even more. Beautiful damage there. Flamethrower. That's fine. It's going to KO us. Yep. And now we can go into Gardevoir. Okay. And Specs Gardevoir should be enough to pick up the win for us. Right? Should be enough to pick up the win for us. Retracing Flame Body, I imagine. Yeah. And as long as I don't click Moonblast, I'm fine. So we're going to click Psyshock here. Is he Scarfed? If he's Scarfed, he'll outspeed us if he's timid, at least. If he's modest, we outspeed him, even if he's Scarfed, because of the webs. There we go. It's going to be a 2-0 win. Very, very, very close game still. The missed Stone Edge hurt the Vikavolt, but it didn't really end up mattering because we just switched out anyways. We would have survived the hit unless he was like Life Orb, which we know he wasn't. So yeah, we take it. 2-0 win. I was kind of worried this game was going to be like an hour long because we had a 20-minute long team builder for some reason to go over previous transactions, but it ends up going to be less time than the actual battle itself. A couple more thoughts on the battle. I'm just going to say GG quickly while I do my little post-game thing. So 1 second, so GG. Now let me mute the audio. So, big things here. Triple Axel. If he gets 2 hits only, then we still have our Druddigon, but he still also has his Serena. So that's something to note. And if he has Synthesis, he can heal it back up. Who knows if he has that? Who knows if he doesn't? That's a big play there, but us surviving and taking it down and making so we take it down to the point where we can also find out that the Lapras is going to be Boots before our webs go up is massive. So we get the chip from Rocks because we managed to survive the hit on 5. Beautiful. We take that. It just, all in all, Druddigon was fantastic for us. Yes, it did not do much in terms of being around forever. It just did exactly what it needed to do. It killed the Serena by just going for Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet, and that's it. And it got Rocks up, and we're happy. Swampert was super useful. Getting rid of the Dralchi for us was amazing. Unfortunately, did get crit by the Boltund. Probably should have sacked off the Vikavolt to it, in all honesty. Yeah, I should have sacked off the Vikavolt in all honesty and then gone into Swampert because we can just Earthquake, and as long as we weaken the Lapras has no form of recovery outside of rest. We just need to weaken that, and then we can win with, at that point, all we would need to do is click Psyshock with Gardevoir, and we're in a good position. So, yeah, but hey, we take it. 2-0 win. If you guys have any questions or concerns or anything that you were wondering about the battle at all, let me know down in the comments. Of course, comment your thoughts on the battle too, anything you think we could have done differently. Comment if you guys heard the secret word of the day. That was at the end of the team builder. And of course, guys, like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're always aiming for 40 likes on every single video. We get there most of the time, but I know on some videos we can definitely get to 50. I'm going to say this one, we can get to 40. You guys can crush 40. go ahead and crush 40, okay? And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.